Tannerite and other binaries are not a toy.
Let's see what it does here. Oh shit. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're back at it with the Darwin Awards number 5, guys. Yes, by Brandon Herrera here on YouTube. Had tons of recommendations, keep continuing the series, so obviously I intend to. This is a great series. I love reacting to it. I love checking these videos out. It's kind of a grim curiosity, I guess, but also the last one was pretty interesting, the fact that it kind of sent us on a tangent of like critical gun malfunction. So I'm wondering if the Darwin Awards number 5 here is gonna have like kind of like an overlaying theme to it. Guess we'll find out. Perhaps somebody will be winning a Darwin Award. I know in number 2 that we checked out there, somebody definitely did win a Darwin Award. I think that's the only one we've seen so far. I think the only actual true one that we've seen so far, I think, was in episode 2. So we'll see here in episode 5 if we get lucky. If you guys enjoy, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe for more content from me. Of course, leave recommendations down in the comments below, and big thank you to all of our members, guys. Without any further delay, I say we get right into this video. It doesn't really need much of an introduction. If you don't know what a Darwin Award is, well, that's on you. Obviously, we're gonna leave a like there, captions on, 1440p, full screen. Let's get it.
What's the word that I would use to describe that? It's chunky. What is up, you sexy YouTube mother lovers, and welcome back to another episode, backed by popular demand, of the Darwin Awards. Now, as we like to say to open up these videos, guns are awesome. Idiots, not so much.
True.
Sometimes when you put the two together, you get the perfect recipe for a recipient of a Darwin Award. Darwin Award, of course, being when you remove yourself from the gene pool.
Of course, of course.
Here, we try to use the Darwin Awards as an opportunity to, one, crack a couple jokes at the expense of some people who didn't quite think some things through. But also, more importantly, kind of use this as an opportunity to talk about firearm safety and how to avoid ending up on the Darwin Awards. And of course, it wouldn't be a Darwin Awards video if we didn't start out with somebody learning the hard way that Tannerite and other binaries are not a toy.
Of course, before we get into it here, I'm going to pause. I haven't seen this video. This doesn't look familiar to me. Tannerite, we saw in the first video just what Tannerite can do. I think it was the first Darwin Award video where Buddy filled his lawnmower full of Tannerite and didn't remove the blades on it. And I guess he ended up losing a limb or two. Yeah, pretty gruesome shit, Tannerite, it can be safe when conducted in a safe manner. But man, seems like a lot of people like to fuck around with it. It seems like and I heard too, you guys can just buy it, correct? You can just buy low-grade Tannerite at stores and stuff. See, in Canada, that's like illegal, right? Like you cannot own like some like low-grade explosive, right? And that's essentially what it is, right?
Learning the hard way that Tannerite and other binaries are not a toy.
Let's see what it does here. Oh shit. Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
You alright?
Oh my
That
god.
microwave made a straight up beeline toward this dude, like a fat chick toward a buffet.
What
Let's
the
watch this
fuck?
again in slow motion.
Oh.
Right in the head.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
that's unlucky, man. And I have to say too, like, what a great like slow motion, like to show like the human reaction speed in real time. Like, let's just watch that again,
buffet.
because you can see him shoot it, right? Yeah, you see him shoot it. It's going. Look at his eyes. Oh fuck! Now he's like literally
Right
when
in
it's
the
10
head.
feet from him, then he's like,
Thankfully,
oh
this guy
fuck,
seemed
your
more or
brain
less
catches
okay,
up.
Other than
Very crazy to see like the human reaction speed, like 10 feet away from you, and then like in that speed, in that distance, then your brain's like, oh fuck, there's something coming towards me. Tries to cover up last second, isn't able to. It's just, damn, dude. Now that I will say, that's quite the shot, I don't know what that microwave was on. That was quite the fucking aim. That shit had, dude. I don't know. There was intent with that microwave. I don't know what entity he pissed off, what poltergeist, but that shit was possessed, man.
being pretty damn shaken up. Luckily, microwave doors aren't exactly aerodynamic, so
No.
it slowed down considerably.
No, it's not like heavy, but like, what the fuck?
Still, oh my god, that's a story. Now, as some people have pointed out in the past, there is not just one way to win a Darwin Award. The most obvious way, of course, is that you you die. But if you get a little bit more creative, you're just removing yourself from the gene pool. Which means technically this next gentleman could, in fact, have received a Darwin Award.
Did he lose his...
Oh, yeah. I know where this is going. You know where this is going.
Wait a sec. Are they gonna test out the groin guard on the fucking armor? Bro. There's no way. Who the fuck's doing this? Why? I haven't seen this either. This is gonna be a lot of new ones for me, I feel like. Uh-oh, guys. What the fuck, man? Why?
Let's watch what happens. How can you ever have confidence in your body armor if you never test it?
I guess.
Okay, go.
Oh. I feel bad for laughing. That hurt. I think it was just that primal shriek. I saw a lot of people on the internet calling this fake, and it may not be exactly what it appears to be, but there is definitely a frame when that gun fires where you see some sort of projectile hitting that crotch pad. Right here.
Oh.
Yes, based on the amount of kinetic energy that was just delivered to his target swingers, this man might have just removed his eligibility to be breeding anytime soon.
Interesting.
There's easier ways to get $20. A few of these next ones.
Yeah, I don't know. Would it just bounce off? I mean, at that range, I mean, depending on what it...
This man might have just removed his eligibility to be breeding anytime soon. Just remember, guys, there's easier ways to get $20.
Like, I don't know. That could be like a 22, a 9mm or something. Because, yeah, it definitely does just hit it and bounce off, doesn't it? It hits that groin guard, bounces off. Now, I'm assuming this would be level 3, 4. I'm not sure. Somebody let me know specifically. But probably level 4 if it's going to just bounce off like that. Like, didn't even leave a dent or anything. It can't be a high like, caliber or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. You definitely think there'd be some indentation or something, or the round might enter and get stuck. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see. I'm no expert, okay?
Rougher, so
Let me preface everything by saying I'm no fucking expert, okay? But I would have figured it wouldn't have just fucking bounced off like that. But again, close range, didn't get to maximum velocity perhaps as a round, smaller round. I don't know, right? Maybe not.
Ways to get $20. A few of these next ones get a little bit rougher, so I would suggest putting the kids to bed right about now. Unless, of course, you don't have kids, in which case, please return those children exactly where you found them.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, guys, before we get to that, first we've got to thank our sponsor. And our sponsor for this video,
sponsor time?
TacPack. Also known as TacPack. TacPack is a box subscription type of company, but
okay.
Stuff. I was actually kind of impressed with the stuff they sent out this time around. Mechanics gloves, because shooting
Oh,
SKs
that's
get
convenient.
pretty damn hot. Got a stock and 2 AR magazines for those of you with closeted AR-15 tendencies. Snap caps for the dry fire that you don't do enough of. Reptilia pistol grip. An SOG tomahawk for getting drunk and throwing in your backyard. Very
The
important.
fuck?
An AR-550 steel plate for shooting. T-shirt stickers and more. And if you use the code AKG, you can get a separate grab bag.
I like how you can there's just a subscription service in the US where it's just like gonna send you like AR mags and shit like that, bro. Like, I can imagine, like pistol grips and shit. Like, yeah. I wish, there's no such thing here, of course. You can't just Amazon deliver yourself. Fucking, well, you can actually. Like, you can to an extent, right? Because like certain things aren't legal. That's the thing. The gun laws here make no fucking sense to an extent, I know they banned a lot of like higher capacity magazines, even though they are, of course, to be legal with the Canadian market. What previously had to happen is they had a stopgap in them, right? Or not stopgap, fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Spring, a fucking spring stopgap. What the fuck am I talking about? They had a spring in them to stop you being able to fill it more than 5 rounds, right? The AR mags, more than 5 rounds. So, that's all it was basically. But yeah.
Shooting, t-shirt stickers, and more. And if you use the code AKG, you can get a separate grab bag of gear that ships separately from your first order. Even more pack of tack. Just remember, you need to order by the end of this month to get in on the next month's bag. So again, use the code AKG, get yourself some free stuff with that first tack pack, and show them some love. We appreciate them supporting the channel. With that out of the way, you guys want to see somebody shoot themselves?
Oh.
So this video comes from a Pakistani wedding, and you can already tell this lady's not digging whatever is going down right now. But yes, Pakistani David Tennant here is probably very inebriated and playing around with the Tokarev. So that's a recipe for success.
Like how there's a kid there.
Imagine being that casually annoyed by somebody shooting a hole in your ceiling. Stop it, you. No, we had...
What the fuck is going on with this guy, dude? He's literally just like popping rounds off. Like, I'm confused watching this. So he empties one into the ceiling and then he empties one into his own leg. Is that what happens here? Like, there's people everywhere. You got like children, like women. Like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? Like, what is this guy? Like, he looks not okay.
Imagine being that casually annoyed by somebody shooting a hole in your ceiling. Stop it, you.
Like, why is he pulling the trigger to eject the mag?
No, we had to blur a good bit of that to, you know, keep this video on YouTube. But if you do some Googling, this is not really a hard video to find. Anymore.
Right.
This gentleman does not just have a hole through his hand.
Oh, his hand.
What's the word that I would use to describe that? It's chunky. You see this? This is a Tokarev. You know how you check if a Tokarev is loaded? You just pull the slide back
Yeah.
a little bit, and you can see in there and see if there's a live round.
Yeah,
chamber.
it's not hard.
You do not have to point it at your hand and pull the trigger.
I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be.
Idea. I'm also hella concerned by the way he's just casually waving around a very obviously loaded handgun at these other people who are just dancing. But I think the real thing worth talking about of this entire situation is the fact that this man had an accomplice. Let's do a breakdown of this. I'm not sure what this man is reaching for, but this child here is trying to offer him a loaded magazine.
Yeah, you can see that.
Down. Oh, hey look, a loaded magazine. Grabs said magazine and immediately starts playing with the loaded handgun. This little shit knows what he's doing too. He immediately puts his fingers over his
Oh my
ears.
god.
Your drunk uncle at a wedding is waving around a loaded handgun and shooting the ceiling, and this little shit's passing him more mags. But yes, for the Tokarev, if you're trying to clear this weapon, you just drop the magazine like so you can't feed any more.
Yeah, it's not hard, yeah.
Into the chamber. You pull back on the slide, and then you check inside to make sure that there is no ammo. And then you can pull the trigger and know that there's going to be no bad consequences. Don't point it at your fucking hand.
I will say Tokarevs are always kind of smexy to me. I don't know why. Like they're obviously nothing. They're nothing graceful or anything like that, right? But for the era they're from, you know, 7.62 by what was it, 25? 7.62 by 25? I think so. Chunky little handgun round. Now, yeah, his hand would have probably been blown clean apart there because of the fact that it was probably right over the end of the muzzle. You know, all the gas, everything build up. Yeah, no, that's gonna be fucking yeah, his fingers are probably across the room if I had to assume. Yeah, that was kind of brutal. I don't know what the fuck, but what the fuck that was supposed to be. Like, I don't know how he has a gun. Like, I guess it's different over there, man. I don't know. We've seen some shit from Pakistan and, you know, these Middle Eastern, East Asian countries, you know what I mean? And, or West Asian countries, I guess you could say. And they just, it's like, you know, ooh, you know?
And then you can pull the trigger and know that there's going to be no bad consequences. Don't point it at your fucking hand. Anyhow, you guys want to see a TikToker blow themselves up?
What?
I got the flashbang props for my quiet cosplay. These bitches are real as fuck. Look at this shit.
That's not
a little bit of an audio.
That can't be real, right?
Now, as much as this would be horrific if it were actually real.
Yeah, it's not
this
real.
This video is clearly fake.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of submissions were kind of like this, involving,
really?
You know, people doing kind of dumb things and then blowing up, but there a lot of them are fake. Videos like this in particular are very, very easy to fake, and it's usually
it's not hard
to tell when it is. Usually when the explosion covers up
I could do that.
the entire frame.
Just saying.
You don't have any point of reference for where that explosion actually is, and it's only in one frame. Like, there's a frame skip from pulling the pin to explosion. Probably a fake video. In fact, we included a clip in the last Darwin Awards where we were talking about that guy throwing the RPG into the ground. We included a clip, a meme that was obviously fake of Ian from his video on the RPG and doing the same kind of jump cut.
There is no time delay on this. It's this. Well, this one's a dummy, but real rockets. There's no time delay. If you were to take the safety cap off and go.
A good one.
I thought it was funny as hell, and a shocking amount of people thought that it might have been real, and an odd amount of people thought I was throwing shade at Ian for using that in a meme. I like Ian. I don't
understand. It's very clearly just something that's meant to be funny. Like, take a fucking joke, people. I don't know what to fucking tell you guys. Like, what? Calm down.
Meme? I like Ian. I don't
know
how you can interpret it that way. I think Ian's cool, and I'm glad he hasn't exploded. odd that I have to clarify that.
Yeah.
But just to kind of keep an eye out, because a lot of the stuff, you know, it is funny, but it is usually fake. And surprisingly easy to fake. Allow me to demonstrate. Gee, I sure hope nothing bad happens when I smack the tip of my home defense PG-9 rocket. Okay, sure, that's a little crude, but you get the point. But now that I've teased
Pretty
some
much.
fake videos, here's one that I think might be real. This comes from a Russian gun shop because, of course it did.
Russian gun shop.
Мы отгибаем усики, вытаскиваем.
It's a
Работали,
grenade. I can't tell if it's a flash, a frag, what it is. The size of it looks small. Like it looks like it's very small. It makes me think it's one of those, like, what are they called? Like RGD grenades, I think, like the 3.5s. I don't know what model it'd be. I could be completely incorrect on that too, but interesting, because I know those are tiny, right? Like, and some of them don't really have much of a fuse at all. So who knows? Let's see.
значит, мы отгибаем усики, вытаскиваем,
Pulls the pin out.
отжимаем скобу. Ой, блин. Вы с ума сошли, что ли?
Homie didn't even
There's a
give him a
flashbang?
heads up. I'm hoping he didn't know there was a guy in the back office. But the other guy is very, very lucky that he's not real fucked up. Which leads me to believe that this might be like a grenade trainer, grenade simulator, but a real fucking grenade.
Yeah.
You visibly get to see the fuse ignite, so there's something in that motherfucker. Might have been just the booster charge, no actual grenade filling. Who knows? It could be anything.
I don't think it was an actual grenade. I don't see it, you know what I mean? But definitely something, you know what I mean? Yeah, it had a little bit of ass to it. I just don't know what it was exactly.
Motherfucker. Might have been just the booster charge, no actual grenade filling. Who knows? It could be anything. But holy shit.
Like, I was like, oh fucking shit. You know?
Not checking if your demilled grenade has a live fuse or not. Really sounds like a great way to try to win a Darwin Award. But speaking of Russians, that brings us to our actual winner.
Oh, do we have a winner this time?
This one comes to you from what I believe is a Russian wedding, where what I'm assuming is a drunken prank goes quite wrong. Now, Russian roulette is a game that will definitely qualify you for a
No way.
where you take a revolver, you stick one round in the cylinder, usually one round, and then you spin the cylinder, cock the hammer, and then point and pull the trigger, and you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting that live round, and a 5 in 6 chance of just having an empty cylinder. Nothing happens.
Right.
There's an old tongue-in-cheek joke that, you know, it's way better to play that with a semi-auto, like a Glock, because it holds, you know, 17 rounds. So that way you have a 1 in 17 chance. I mean, that's way better odds than 1 in 6.
What does that mean?
The joke is because
Yeah.
you load one round.
Yeah, it
magazine
just
with the
chambers.
Glock. It's got a spring, so
The fuck?
it will always 100%.
There's no cylinder on it. What?
Chamber. Unfortunately, that is exactly what happens to this next gentleman. Now, this video is.
I really hope people don't actually say that shit.
Necessarily, we're still gonna try to censor it to try to keep YouTube happy, but still.
I will say, before we get to it here, before this video popped up on my screen, I did get an age restriction. So, you know, hopefully, you know, I don't get demonetized or affected in any way because of this. So, Brandon Herrera, if I do, please don't, you know, please do your job and blur this. No, I'll dispute it, though. I swear to God. I'm kidding, guys. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, did get an age verification. So if this video also has an age verification, let me know, because I'd actually be very curious to see if it carries over. That'd be funny shit.
We're still gonna try to censor it to try to keep YouTube happy, but still, watch this video at your own discretion.
Не все замечают травматический пистолет в его руке. Тамада пытается остановить, но ему объясняют, это просто красивый жест.
Я хочу сделать вот так. Да, кто еще сделал? Русская рулетка.
Jesus Christ. So the question being, why didn't it happen to the first guy?
You didn't cock it.
The DJ or whoever is emceeing this tries to pull the gun out of his hand like a normal fucking person. But if you look really closely, the first guy doesn't even have his finger on the trigger. In fact, I think he's probably got a Makarov. Showing clear. The magazine.
It did look like a Mac to me.
Makarov has a decocker.
Oh, does it? Okay. See, I've never manipulated a Makarov. That's actually really cool. I didn't know that. That's smart. So he probably hit the decocker. Okay.
Lets the hammer forward, but it blocks it It blocks the firing pin with a safety mechanism. So it looks like he may have put the gun to his head. I'm not going to do it to myself, obviously. Puts the gun to his head and maybe makes it look like he pulled the trigger, when instead he pushes up the decocker right there. Makes it look like he pulled the trigger.
That is what he did.
Stupid, but all still well and good. Nobody's got a hole in their head.
That is what he did.
He passes it to his buddy, which I cannot for the life of me understand why. His buddy clearly does not understand this trick, and for whatever reason, this pistol is actually loaded. It's when the second guy grabs his Makarov and tries to repeat it, when this harmless but stupid trick turns into a red wedding.
Yeah.
Of course, this is sad, but it is a
Damn, dude.
reminder that while guns can be super fun, you always have to respect at least basic gun safety, because these things at the end of the day are still very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Anyhow, guys, that is this episode of the Darwin Awards. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that maybe you learned something. If you want to go back and watch some of our other Darwin Awards videos, I'm going to go ahead and leave the links for those down in the description. And if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell down there for more, BC grade content in the future. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video, and as always, I'll see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Bye, guys.
Ooh. Sure, we're gonna have a little outro at the end here. I do want to say though, real quick, that one was kind of crazy. I do think, I don't know, man. I almost want to say that was less of that guy's fault, but like, I don't know, still, like, who puts a loaded, like, that's the thing, who puts a gun to their head and pulls a trigger? Like, you don't know if it's loaded or not, your buddy just did, sure. But just like, you've never handled again. Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't think you need to be told not to do that. And I don't know. And why are you bringing guns to fucking weddings? I think that also needs to stop. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just a crazy fucking, like, blurb for me. But I don't think we need guns at weddings.
Or, BC grade content. I'll see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Bye, guys.
Is my obsession to make the perfect weapon, like Rasputin's rise to the top.
You guys want to see a dead body?
Whoa. What the fuck?
Oh, it shouldn't be that funny.
Jesus.
First video up, somebody came real... Let's watch this again in slow motion. Ooh, God, let's turn that fucking volume down. God, that's fucking loud. God damn. I'm also hella concerned by the way he's waving this obviously loaded pistol around. Oh, well, shit. Let me not share that again. But anyhow, just telling you guys to keep an eye out, because stuff like this does get faked quite a lot. In fact, I'll fake one for you right now.
That's what she said.
If you want to go back and watch some of our other Darwin Awards, what the fuck?
Great video. I like the fucking blooper reel at the end there. That's really funny to see. Yeah, guys, that was the Darwin Awards number 5. Another fantastic video by Brandon Herrera there. Yeah, tell me what you guys thought there. Yeah, we actually saw somebody win a Darwin Award again, and that's the first time since I think episode 2, if I recall. So that one was pretty brutal. And again, I don't know if it was his fault necessarily. That one was less of his fault, I think more the other guys, but still, like, he did it to himself. So you can't really fucking say it's not his fault. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like the goal of like handing a drunk guy like a loaded firearm after you just showed him, like you pretending to pull the trigger. I don't know. Like, it just seems fucking dumb. Like, but no, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe for more content from me. Of course, leave your recommendations down in the comments below. And big thank you to all of our members, all of our Hastati, our Triarii, our Principe, Dagenhart, and of course our Prefects, Fear, and Hobbit. I appreciate you guys. You guys inspire me to make more content for you guys every single day. And with that, guys, this has been Centurion. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.